Acts chapter 5, verse 32. And we are his witnesses of these things, and so is also the Holy Ghost, whom God hath given to them that obey him. He said, we're witnesses, and the Holy Ghost is also, who raised Christ from the dead with the power of the Holy Ghost. In verse 33, when they heard that, they were cut to the heart and took counsel to slay them. Right. So we got another round of council meetings, right? They didn't like that part, so they said, okay, we got to find how to kill these guys. And then verse 34, then stood there up one in the council, a Pharisee named Gamaliel, a doctor of the law, had in reputation among all the people, and commanded to put the apostles forth a little space. So this guy, New York. So this guy, a Pharisee, he's like, no, let's not get too hasty with these guys. Let them go, give them a little more time here. And then verse 35, it's continuing. And said unto them, ye men of Israel, take heed to yourselves what ye intend to do as touching these men. So he's saying, let's think about this a little bit more. Let's have another council meeting. Let's not get too hasty what we do to these guys. Because look at all these thousands of people. They might stone us if we do the wrong thing. Right? And then verse 36. For before these days rose up Theudas, boasting himself to be somebody, to whom a number of men, about 400, joined themselves, who was slain, and all, as many as obeyed him, were scattered and brought to naught. So he's reminding them, you remember that guy? He had a bunch of people joining him, but it all just scattered and was brought to nothing, right? So he's reminding them of another situation that was similar. So he said, let's not get so hasty. And then verse 37. After this man rose up Judas of Galilee in the days of the taxing, and drew away much people after him. He also perished in all, even as many as obeyed him were dispersed. So he's this thing might just take care of itself, just like it did in the other two examples he's given, right? In verse 38, and now I say unto you, refrain from these men, and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught. Right? He's saying, don't worry about it. It'll fizzle out on its own, like the rest of the guys, the rest of these people did in the past, who had a following. And then verse 39. But if it be of God, ye cannot overthrow it, lest haply ye be found even to fight against God. So he's saying, if it's just a man, there's nothing to worry about. But if you want to fight against God, you got another thing coming.